Hello and welcome to the Vortex. Today we're going to be talking about past lives. Look, I've got to be honest with you. I'm going to give up everything I'm doing and I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life to watching Celine Songs films. The only problem is Past Lives was Celine Songs' debut, so I'll have to wait quite a while. So Past Lives tells what could be a very ordinary story, an ordinary love story. At the age of 12, Nora, the lead character, immigrates to Canada, Toronto, leaving a childhood friend in the city of Seoul. She pursues a lifelong dream to become a writer, to win the Pulitzer Prize. She becomes a brand new person. But 12 years later, she is suddenly contacted by her childhood sweetheart back in Seoul, South Korea, Hae-sung, and the tale unravels. First of all, the film's locations are beautiful. You get to know Seoul, you get to know New York through her eyes. This is a lovely way to travel the world through a film. But not through the eyes of a tourist, more through the eyes of an immigrant. The story is biographical. This is a journey of the director Celine herself, who is a Canadian immigrant, who is now married in America and resides in New York. She even uses the first scene of the film to depict the actual situation she found herself in a bar with a husband on one side and her childhood crush on the other. Must have felt awkward. And this is where she came up with the idea of the script. The film could be a play, the simplicity, the dynamics between the characters. Arthur, the husband, I find him very interesting in this. Arthur's actually open to Nora developing the relationship with her childhood crush, and he even kind of surrenders to him in that he knows he can't compete with a childhood crush. And this is played brilliantly by the actor John Robert Magaro. The film is extremely clever, it's subtle, it's the simple things, everyday mundane activities, whether it's brushing teeth, playing a computer game, or just looking over the New York skyline. All these scenes become meaningful and powerful. A Facebook message on a 2010 MacBook Air is now retro and kind of reminds us of the massive technological shift we all encountered in the early 2000s, and also the strange situation it put us in that we could now see each other face to face through, say, a Skype call, and the problems that arise from this. You feel in very safe hands with the director Celine Song as the story moves along, almost like you're being hugged along the way. The love, care and sensitivity in this film is boundless. Celine is a true artist and a generous one. As the title suggests, the passing of time is a prominent feature. Song plays with the time structure. She stretches it, she compresses it, and sometimes she bends it backwards on itself. The way the time moves around in this film makes you stop and appreciate what you have, and appreciate love and what's important in life. I find that the language barrier is fascinating between Hay and Arthur, particularly as I myself am married to a German. There's a lovely scene where Arthur mentions to Nora in bed that she dreams in Korean. So much meaning and so much connotation can be taken from that. Music is subtle and beautiful, and I had to double check the Oscar nominations to see if the score was if they're actually nominated for the musical score. Unfortunately, they weren't. And also, I was quite sad to see that Celine Song was not up for original screenplay, nor for Best Director. So if anyone's going to be complaining about any snubs, I think they should be looking at Past Lives, which is an incredible film. I would like to mention Shabier Kirchner, who is the cinematographer on Past Lives. He shot the film on 35mm. He has worked extensively with Steve McQueen in the past, so he clearly knows what he's doing. The framing of shots was so carefully chosen, and in particular you'll notice him splitting the screen to depict two activities, foreground and background, to create an interesting dynamic just within one shot. Again, this reminds you of a play. You sometimes feel while watching this you could be watching it on some confined small stage tucked away in New York's West End. You're also left at the end of this film with a beautiful Korean love lesson, the 8,000 layers of inyon, which is a Korean philosophy of how relationships form over many lifetimes. Did we meet before? In a past life? What will we be in the next life? It creates a grander philosophical meaning to the whole film. Celine is taking us out of our day-to-day and reminding us that we are just human and we do not know who we really are and what's out there. How can a film so simple take you on a journey of a lifetime? Maybe because we can all relate to this. We all have a past. Maybe we all think about the decisions we made and the trajectory that they took us on. What did we leave behind? And what did we damage in order to pursue our dreams? And was any of this under our control? Yes, heavy stuff, but isn't that why we all like to go to the cinema? Well, please, if you haven't already, watch this film. And Celine, I'll be looking out for your next film. I cannot wait to see more. Thank you, all you lovely viewers. It's been great seeing the subscriber numbers going up and up and up. Please comment if you've seen this film, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I look forward to seeing you on the next review.